Welcome to Baxter Bell Yoga. I'm Baxter Bell, and two quick things before we jump into our practice today. First, if you're watching this on YouTube and you find the video valuable, please like it. Secondly, if you want to learn more about my yoga teaching, whether that's yoga classes online or in person, yoga privates or yoga therapy privates, or upcoming workshops and retreats, there's one easy place to find all that information. That's my website, baxterbell.com. So without further ado, let's jump right into our practice. All right, so today is our day to advance our half moon practice from the stable static version of half moon with a block that you can see in a previous video that I've shared with you. And if you're a little bit newer to balancing, you might go back and even look at my two earlier videos where we do static and dynamic half moon using a chair. Much more accessible if you're newer to practice or your balance is not exactly where you'd like it right now, where you're kind of working towards improving your balance. But if you're ready for a little more of a challenge today, we're going to be using the block, and we're going to start on the highest height, and over time you can certainly work to a lower height, but we're going to start with a higher height, and we're going to take the half moon into a dynamic, agile practice that challenges both your balance and your agility. It builds strength and flexibility. It's kind of an overall really great pose. If you're feeling a little nervous about doing it away from a wall, then scoot your mat closer to the wall, kind of working sideways like this so you could lean back into the wall if you need to. It's a great way to work. And make sure to watch the video all the way through if you're not certain if it's right for you today. Just check it out before you give it a go. So we're going to need our block in hand, standing in the center of the mat. You're going to step your right foot to the right edge of the mat, turn your left leg out 90 degrees and your right heel back. I would also recommend that you look at my previous video on half moon with the block statically, because I gave a lot of alignment pointers. The biggest one I'm going to remind you of is that the block is not placed right in front of that front foot, but a little bit to the outside of the front foot, right? That helps to keep our body kind of more evenly aligned over the foot and prevents that front foot from turning in. We really want to keep that foot pointing straight forward. So we'll kind of take this slow the first time, and then we'll see if we can get into a little more of a fluid pace. But as we inhale, the front knee bends, the arm comes up, and the back heel lifts. On the exhale, we reach out about 1.5 feet, place the block, and as we finish the exhale, we lift up into half moon. I'm keeping my hand on my hip intentionally. And then as I inhale, I bend my knee, and I reach back with the foot, and I kind of lightly lift the block up as the foot comes down, and then exhale the block back down to the side. My foot has not changed its alignment. That's a good sign. My back foot is still where it was before. Another great sign. Let's try another round of dynamic half moon. Inhale, bend the knee, come up onto the ball of the back foot. Exhaling, place the block, shift the weight, straighten the bottom leg, lift that top leg up, pelvis at 45 degrees. Inhale, step back, up and out, and exhale the arm down. Let's do that again. Inhale, shifting on the exhale into the pose. Inhale, coming back and down, up and out, and then exhale the arm down. Let's do 3 more of those, starting now fluidly with our breath. So I'm going to let you follow your own breath, coming in and out of it as smoothly as you can. Notice my gaze is downward at the block. It comes up as my block comes up. That helps me stay anchored and grounded. It's better for the balance than flinging the head up towards the sky. Leave that for another day. Do you have the breath rhythm? I'll describe it one more time. Inhaling, shifting, exhaling, inhale, shifting up and out, and exhaling down. Excellent. Turn the feet even and step the feet together. I always like to take a breath or two between sides so that I'm really grounded, integrated back into a very stable position before going into the uncertainty of the balance of half moon. Now let's try the second side. So left foot steps near the left edge, turn the right leg out 90 degrees, kick the left heel back an inch. As we inhale, the front knee bends. We're going to come up onto the ball of the back foot, and then I look where I'm going to place my block forward and a little bit to the right. I place that and I shift on the end of the exhale. And then inhale, I bend the knee, reach back, up and out, and exhale the arm down. Let's try that again. Inhale, bend the front knee, arm comes up, heel lifts. Exhale, shifting out into balance, coming up into the pose for a moment, and then inhale, stepping back, up and out, and exhale down. Let's do that a third time together. Inhale, bend the knee forward. As we exhale into the pose,
My chest is still opening toward the long edge of my mat. And then inhale, stepping up and out, and exhale down. So 3 more of those starting now, moving dynamically with your own breath. So find your rhythm. I'll practice along with you. You can gaze at the screen if you need a visual reminder of what's happening. Good. So nice and steady. We want to keep that front foot pointing straight forward as we transition up and transition back. If you start to notice the front foot turning in a little bit, probably means that you're not keeping the balance as grounded in that bottom foot as you might. Now this is our last one dynamically. As the block comes down, turn the feet even, step the feet together. Take a moment with both feet on the ground to come back to the mountain pose, that stable starting position. You can set your block off to the side, give the arms a little shake. So there you have dynamic half moon using a block. Play around with that in your practice this week and see how that feels for you. And don't forget that the only thing better than these free short videos is to join me for a full live streaming yoga class sometime soon. So check out my website for all the dates and times. Also, if you're following me on Facebook and YouTube, please like the video, especially on YouTube. I'd really appreciate that. And until the next time, thank you for joining me today, and namaste.